Welcome back. So October is National Bullying Prevention Month, and this morning we're going to talk about some important ways to actually help you kind of spot it. And there's a lot of misinformation out there, but there's also a lot of research that says 1 in 4 students has been bullied, while they've been in school. 70% say they've seen bullying. So this morning I am joined by Dr. Ashok Shimoji-Krishnan from Kaiser Permanente. You are a child therapist, and you really know what you're talking about. We've been talking in the commercial break, and I'm like taking notes about my own kids. So let's start by talking about what exactly is bullying.
So bullying essentially is a power differential between a kid or a group of kids and another one. The goal generally with bullying is to make a kid feel bad about themselves, or to really kind of disrupt their day, or to make the person who's bullying to feel better about themselves for whatever reason. Bullying comes in a lot of different forms. So it could be physical bullying, which is what we're used to seeing, like the kids hitting each other or hurting each other. It can be emotional bullying, name calling. It can be social bullying, where you're ostracizing kids and preventing other people from playing with a particular target. And then we have cyberbullying, which is kind of the new frontier of bullying, which is online and following us everywhere we go now.
It's so overwhelming as a parent to sort of think about these things. So kind of give me some advice. How can I think about what I need to watch for when it comes to my kid or a kid in my life? How do I know that they might be being bullied in any of those ways?
Sure. So the big thing you want to make sure is that you talk with your kid and get a sense of what's going on and what their day is. Like, ask those questions. What's the day? How are you doing? But you also want to kind of look at, are there changes happening in your child? Are things like, they're saying suddenly they don't want to go to school. They're, faking things like they're getting injured, or they're saying that they're hurting or their stomach hurts because they're like, I don't want to go there, and they're not necessarily telling you. You also want to look for things like, are they coming home with injuries? Are they getting beaten? Are they getting hurt? Are their clothes being torn? Are they losing or missing materials that they should normally have, like their computer, their book, their phone? Those are the kind of the signs you want to look for to say, hey, maybe something's going on.
So obviously, if it's a physical bullying, I'm going to see the impact. But there's a lot more than just like coming home with a black eye or like a bruise or something. Can you talk about some of the impacts when it comes to, if a kid is being bullied?
So a lot of kids, when they come from bullying, they take it internally. So a lot of kids will suddenly notice things like they're feeling more anxious about going to school. They're feeling down. They're feeling sad. They withdraw a lot more. The stuff they normally do, they're like, I don't want to do that. Or, if this is a child who excelled in school, you may see things like their grades are dropping, or their work's not getting turned in, or they're doing things to actively avoid situations that put them either in confrontation with people who are bullying them, or even with their friends or their family, because they just feel bad about themselves. So you really got to watch out for, changes in how they're behaving.
That makes a lot of sense to me. So as a parent, I worry a lot about, I don't want to be a helicopter parent. I don't want to jump in when I'm not supposed to. So how, as a grown-up, can I help a kid who I now believe may be being bullied?
I think the big thing you want to do, like I said earlier, is you really want to talk to your kid. Get to know what's going on, who they're interacting with, what's going on in their world. The other thing that you really want to do is make sure that you have an ability to talk to the other adults that are in their world. So things like other parents, other teachers, religious figures, whoever they feel they're comfortable with, because kids sometimes may not come to us as parents. They may go to other people and talk to them because they feel more comfortable, because they don't want to disappoint a parent. So you want to kind of be engaged with them, and you want to really listen to what they're saying, but who's around them and what's going on in their world.
It seems like engaging the community for help is a big deal. I mean, I've talked to our pediatrician about like, hey, can you help me? And it seems like turning to those folks, if you don't know the answer, is okay, right?
Definitely. And I think it's really important to know that where your limitations are,
Yeah.
and be able to say, I am not sure about this. Let me talk to other people, either they're experts or people who just see my kid in a different capacity. And that would be a really good way to make sure that we're really getting all the data we need.
I like that a lot. Thank you very much. I think really good information here, Dr. K. Appreciate your time. Dr. K with Kaiser Permanente. If you would like to, you can stop by bullying.gov for more information on how to prevent and stop bullying.